Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? Welcome again to my YouTube channel. Okay, everybody, please don't forget to subscribe my video lessons, my YouTube channels. And in this video lesson today, I would like to share with you about the lawbreakers. This point may be calling you from last week that you studied about what was it about. I would like to review all of you a little bit before we get into this unit. Can you pause this video a little bit and answer the question? Okay, even it was about what right do we have within the law, right? What right do we have within the law, right? Okay, what is right? Right is a special human powers that nature has given from birth to protect people from the abuse of others and enable people to do this or that in legitimate cases, right? Okay, this is called right. And the next one, uh, what is the importance of laws? So there are many types uh, of the importance of the law. We can say that law can help to regulate society. Yeah, laws bring change. Law identify values and beliefs. Laws can establish clear patterns of what is expected to show conduct, right? And what else? Okay, what else? Law allows for just and fair treatment. Law help establish and maintain order, right? And there are also consequences for not keeping to laws. Yeah, thank you. So now we move back to our lesson together in this video today, laws breaker. The first question that I would like to ask you here, as you can see the headline on the computer screen right now, is lawbreakers. Yes, what is it? What is lawbreaker? Can you pause the video again and answer? You can email it yourself. What is lawbreaker? Okay, we can define simply that a lawbreaker it means a person who does not, who does not obey the law, especially intentionally and often, right? Yes, it means they do not obey the law, especially in intentionally, yeah, and often, yeah. Now look at the points. Okay, societies must have law if there is to function. Okay, smoothly and chaos is to be prevented. If people choose to deliberately break the law of the society, they are considered to be responsible to the community for their behavior. Yeah, and why do people choose to disobey the law? Uh, can you imagine that people or you yourself uh, disobey the law, choose to disobey the law. So what happened to you and what happened to your society, to your country? Okay, so there are many problems or the solution for the people and for the leader in the country, also in your families. If you or the members of the family in the family uh, don't obey each other in the family or in the country, if we can say about the country, if the citizen or the people in the country choose to disobey the law, so what happens? We can say that there are as many things, there are as many problems that cannot be controlled, right? I mean, person did not learn the rules growing up in a bad environment because like this. When person, when they was born, they didn't learn about a rule growing up in a bad environment. Yeah. And the second point, it means that they didn't know they committed a crime. When they choose to disobey the law, it means that they can be criminals. Yeah, I mean they committed crimes, so they are criminals. And the next point, did it in anger or personal gains. Yeah. And the next one, didn't see it as important. Yeah, didn't see it as important. Morally needed to disregard the law. Yeah. Okay, we can look back to the uh, point three. Did it in anger or personal gains? So, uh, if we say that the people committed the crime for personal gains, so it is good for you or for them when they only accomplish something that is not fit to the laws, is not matched to the law or right to the law. So what happened when they want to achieve something that is bad, but they achieve or they success by your own thing, by their own problems. It is not good, right? Okay, so now we move on to the next slide. Yes. What happened to people when they break the law? Okay. What happened to people when they break the law? It here they are like the person accused will go before a court of law to see if it will go to trial. Yes. I mean they have to face yeah, they have to face a court of law, go to the jails. Yeah. Uh they have they have they have to be they have to be detained by the police, send them to the jails. You have to face the court of law, and each person charged, yeah, should have the right to uh, justice before the law. Okay, and the purpose of punishment. The purpose of punishment. The main purpose of punishment in modern society is to keep people from committing crimes and to disobey the law. Yes, actually, if the countries or your family yourself doesn't have the laws or doesn't have the punished in the punishments in the families or in the country of the laws, so uh, the peoples or that bad persons they don't listen to the law, they disobey to the law, and they do not follow it. So they have to be punished. They have to be punished. This is the main purpose of punishment in a modern society is to keep people, yeah, to keep citizens from the committing crimes and to obey the law. Punishments given is decided on what is right for the time period. Punishments given is decided on what is right for the time period. And also this law, the law has also the time period to yes punish to the person or people that they disobey the law. Yes, 2 years, 1 year, 1 month, 2 weeks, 1 week. Yes, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, according to the rights of the law. Okay, so now move on to the next page. What can community do about lawbreakers? What can community do about lawbreaker? Actually, since people commit crime for so many different reasons, it is not easy to find simple solutions. Yeah, which will stop people from doing crimes. Yeah. Uh, okay. Some of the following idea should be considered as below. Societies must look at values. Okay, which it has and the means that is using to encourage the community to share just value systems. Societies need to consider whether the punishment determined fit the crimes. Yes, if they are useful, uh, deterrent to stop crimes. To stop crimes. Mm, it's been years. Society need to know whether deterrence is a good way to stop people committing crimes. Yeah, and also the last one, society need to yeah determines the most effective ways of rehabilitating offenders. Yeah, find effective ways of rehabilitating offenders. Okay, now move on to the next one. This is what can community do about lawbreakers. Okay, it is not easy for to punish someone who commit or disobey the laws. You have to detail every problems you have of the criminals. Okay, move on to the next slide. Crime rates and modern society. So there are two factors which contributed further increased crime rate in modern society. The first one is the traditional values breaking down, uh, as the space of changing in society increase. Yeah, and also the next ones, urban societies is complex and doesn't have the same community norms. Yeah, uh, that is so complex that the traditional agents of social control, such as the family and the neighborhood, do not have the same meaning to people that they once had. Yeah, they once had. Okay, and also societies are constantly changing, so it is hard to fix. Yeah, it is hard to fix. Or we can say society which are highly urbanized and have had rapid societal change such as the United States or America and Australia seem to be more significantly affected by an increase in crime rate. Yet they are also associated with breaking downs in societal values. They can occur as a result of urbanizations and change. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. The system of justice and legal professions. The question here, I would like to ask you, as the system of justice, what is the system of justice? Okay, the system of justice, we can say that there is of government agency and institutions. Will include the rehabilitations of offenders, preventing other crimes, and moral support for victims. Yes, and the system of justice is comprised of three main institutions which process a case from inception through trials to punishment, etc. If so, the correction system will use to the means at their disposal, mainly incarcerations and probations, to punish and correct the behaviors of offenders. Yeah, uh, varies in each nation. It is according to each nation uh, to the countries in the world. Yeah, there are so many various different the controllers by using the laws in the country. Yeah, and criminals will go to court to decide if innocent or found guilty. Each many people in the country, you and I, we have to obey the laws in the country. So if you are a criminal, you will be, yeah, you are sent to the court to decide if innocent or found guilty. If guilty, you are sentenced. You are sent to the jails. Yeah, you are sent to the jails. Like all professions, teaches you to defend people of their innocence, and you must take an exam. This is the system of justice. Okay, even poorer and richer have the same or equals before the justice of the law. Okay, uh, and also legal professions. Okay, so now we move on to the next one. Uh, some commonly used legal terms. Some commonly used legal terms. You can check from page 67 and review vocabularies by yourself. Okay, I think that in this unit, there are a lot of, yes, there are a lot of vocabularies, difficult terms for all to use. Okay, but I hope you can find or search up, okay, the vocabularies or difficult words by yourself in the dictionary, and maybe we have the midterm soon, and also I will put all of you to do the vocabulary as well. Okay, don't forget to do it. Yes, goodbye, good luck.